Okay, so doing this a little out of order because I'm going to explain the truck and do a walk around and whatnot. Once I get it to run, I feel pretty confident that I can get this one to run very quickly. Threw a battery in it earlier today and I got it to turn over and it sounds great. And I checked all the fluids and stuff and I think we're golden. But there's definitely some things to figure out with it. It's a very unique truck, but again, I'll get into that later. That is how you start it, which is pretty cool. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw a battery. Well, first I'm gonna try to see where the inlet is to the fuel pump. I'm certain it's a mechanical fuel pump on this. This thing was made in the year 1940. So we'll get a fuel tank hooked up, fuel cell hooked up to the inlet and throw a battery in it and see if I can get it to start. Okay, so this looks like a fuel line, but we'll follow it. It goes underneath here. Actually, hold on, I'm gonna put this down. Okay, so yeah, I was right. This does come around, but it goes nowhere. So it's gonna be this line. They disconnected that line. It's gonna be this line, and it goes in the mechanical pump. It's gonna come out here and up and into the carburetor. But this thing's interesting. It's got a few pieces on it that look pretty new to me. It's got an old oil sump, oil filter. It's supposed to have oil in it. So I did crank this for a little bit, and I think it's been messed with just because, you know, the plugs are numbered and some of this stuff doesn't look very old to me. But I cranked it and I took the coil off. The whole idea there is I wanted it to turn over without igniting or having the possibility of ignition, so it can kind of lube some of the stuff up. In theory, that's supposed to help you, you know. But what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go get some gasoline, pour it down in here, see if it doesn't fire up. Okay, so I'm gonna throw the battery in here. And the starter on this is really cool. So you can see it's a mechanical connection. You push that pedal on the inside, and this lever right there goes in and makes contact, completes the circuit, and engages the starter motor. It's pretty cool. Never seen nothing like that. Okay, this is the first start. Not too much. Move the gas can away in case something bad happens. Well, I'm gonna give her hell. I wonder, it might not be getting any spark. It's pretty cool. It sounds like a freaking tractor, but not so much as a pop. Let's see, that fuel in the carb. There's fuel just kind of sitting in the carb. It's got like a, let's see, there's a little butterfly valve in there. Zenith carb, that's interesting. Wonder if these are getting, I'm gonna watch the video for a sec. Okay, so probably not gonna work, but just really quick, I thought I'd try this. I think I need to clean up these connections, but I bypassed the ignition switch by running a hot lead directly to the coil, which this should be, yep, that's positive to the coil, that's negative out to the distributor. So it'll go in here, I believe the voltage increases, comes out of the coil, and it gets distributed to the motor cylinders off the plugs. So yeah, we'll just see if this works. I'm just bypassing stuff, seeing what I can get to work. Wow, awesome. Yeah, okay, that worked. Okay, so that yeah, that worked. It did let off a bunch of smoke, but it also genuinely tried to run. So we'll just try one more time here and see what. Nothing really that time, but not to worry. Take it out of gear. I got it to move. I think she's very thirsty. So I'm curious to see if this will fit. I really got to buy like a little stand thing to start doing this stuff with. Holy shit! It's a runner. It is a runner. So it's got a major radiator leak. So that's, wish I would have realized it was doing that before I poured it in, but yeah, I didn't notice until I had gotten quite a bit in. I should have been paying attention, but I wasn't. I was just excited. So Yeah, it's got a pretty big radiator leak. Luckily, there's some guys around here that fix radiators, so I'll pull the radiator out of it and I'll go and get it fixed. But just for fun, let's see if we can get it to start again. Check this out. It's cool. It's another way to start it. Wow. I think this thing likes to drink. All right, this is the last time I'm going to start it up. I'll work on getting this out this week and figuring out the fuel line stuff. But last time, let's listen to it run. I think it's smoothed out. Yeah, it's just a little thirsty is all. We'll get that figured out though, and yeah, we'll get it running. I think it's gonna run great. It doesn't sound bad to me at all.